Hey guys, well, it's here. I can't actually quite believe it, to be honest, but the barge has arrived. Given what I had to go through to get it here, given that the initial offering wasn't open to people outside of the United States, I can't believe it's actually arrived in one piece, but it has. And it's been nearly a year since I ordered it, and it's actually not in too bad condition. There's a bit of a hole in the box there, and a few of the corners are dinged, and you can see there. So from what I've seen from other people's videos, this is double boxed on top of the actual vintage boxing. So that's a bit of a worry. There's sort of gashes in the edge there. So it'll be interesting to see what hey kitty, what it looks like inside. And I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel. Had a few people jump on board recently, up to 714 subscribers, so thank you very much. And let's get this thing open and have a look inside. Okay, yeah, so there is a second brown mailing box inside the outer mailing box, and a little note from the mail forwarding service that I use to get the barge here, called My US. It's actually in my second package from My US, but anyways. No, thank you. Let's crack this one open as well. And bam! There's your money shot. There's the vintage style box for the sail barge. Looks amazing. I'll give you a close look up of each side, starting with, I guess you'd call it the front. And that looks so cool indeed. I remember seeing the process they went through to take these pictures on the Haslab website. There's a Haslab embossed sort of silver logo, and yeah, as I thought, a few of these corners are a bit dinged up. It's a little bit disappointing, but not unexpected, to be honest. I don't have room to display the box at the moment, but I would like to do that one day. On the bottom, that's what that looks like. An image with all the panels on and with the panels off. Yeah, look at that. It's not great, but I have seen pictures of sail barges that have arrived in worse condition, so given the miles that this thing has travelled, I guess I shouldn't be too unhappy. On, I guess what you'd call the top of the box, this is what it looks like. Some nice pictures of the interior and of the deck. Looks really cool. I have a lot of these figures. I don't have all of them, unfortunately, yet, but I will make sure I pick them up one day. That's what the end of the box looks like. And then on the back, that sort of black and white image that that was on the original vintage packaging as well. That's pretty cool. They included that. Khetanna logo, and same as the other end. Alright, so this is not your traditional Star Wars vehicle box where you open one end up and slide the contents out. The box folds down flat, and here's a look at how it looks when you've opened up the box. Lots of nice polystyrene protection, and you got your accessories, or the included figures, I mean. So I've got the Power of the Force yak face figure, and how cool is that? A modern Power of the Force yak face figure with coin. Looks amazing. Really nice. Mine seems to be in not too bad condition. A little bit of damage on the edges of the card, but at least the bubble is secure. No bubble gate issues here, and that sort of thing. So really nice addition to the set. It's going straight into a star case. And then we've got the Jabba the Hutt figure as well. So for some reason I don't have a 3.75 inch Jabba figure in my collection, so very cool. And now I will stop and read the instructions. Okay, so I thought I should read the instructions with you. It would be rude not to. So here we go. I'll just flick through them pretty quickly. You can pause and take a close look at anything that you find interesting. So basically the first page just tells you how to remove the polystyrene and the plastic bag. Then you go on to adding the feet and a few other fins and that sort of thing underneath. Then we've got the side fins and the rail and deck guns. Onto the sails. They're actually a little bit tricky to do. Not too bad, but a little bit tricky. And how you plug them into the ship, and then it just goes through the various play features. So very nice. Here's a quick look at the cardboard box that contains the various bits and pieces that need to be attached to the sail barge. So we've got the, what are they called? Stabilizer fins or whatever they are, and the various sail bits and pieces, and the deck cannon, that looks really cool, rail cannons, a few other bits and pieces, and the clear feet as well. I'll give you a look at the exterior of the barge and the deck and that sort of thing before I attach the sails, because they will obscure the deck. So the colouring, the paint job is fantastic. Looks really nice. Several different colours used. Sort of got a weathered, dusty, sandy look to it. There's a little bit of a, I thought that, is that a scratch? I don't know if that's a scratch or it's a bit of paint that may rub off, I'm not sure. But yeah, really nice. And then you've got the mechanical elements there, like the bits that attach to the fins. Look really cool. I guess they're the engines, are they? Not sure. And it's pretty much the same around this side. Very much the same. Up on top of the deck, it's got things like those hoses. I think those grates are meant to be wooden, I'm not sure, or maybe that's rusty metal, I don't know. A few other sort of greebles on the deck. They look really nice. You've got these hatches that open, so you can have some of Jabba's goons popping up from underneath. More of those grates, whatever they are. I like to think they're wood. And then you've got this sort of main center hatch that we see in the movie. Goons coming up to attack Luke. I think that's where they come out of. You got the peg for the deck gun. A few more greebles. And those sort of mechanical elements, it got sort of like a brassy, sort of almost steampunk look to them. Really cool, really well done. So yeah, I like it a lot. Now I've attached a few more pieces, and you can see I've attached the side fins. They look pretty cool. There's a little bit of articulation going on there, not a lot. You can sort of swivel them a little bit. I've also attached the deck gun, and that looks so cool. It's got that dirty, brassy look that I sort of mentioned before, that sort of steampunk look. Really nice. You can swivel it and point the cannon up and down. Although by the looks of it, that swivel, you can see the hole behind it. That's where one of the sail masts goes into. I think that's going to affect the swivelness of the cannon. And then you've got a couple of rail cannons, very very cool as well, and they swivel and go up and down too. They look nice, very detailed, a dirty silvery look to those, so that's cool. And there's 6 different points on the rails that you can position the 2 guns that you get, so that is very nice as well. And then this gun is actually, I think it's meant to be the same sort of gun. It's the one that comes with the Black Series Vizam or Vizam, I don't know how you pronounce that character's name, but they've included 4 separate points on the rails where you can attach that. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to display it because it's a bit crappy looking, to be honest, compared to the other rail guns. And then you've got this chip out section in the rail that can allow R2-D2 to shove C-3PO off the deck into the sand. And I just wanted to give you a quick look at the sail masts before I fully assemble the sails. Wow, look at that detail on the wood grain that they've recreated there. They've added little loudspeakers as well. Really, really nice. Here we go, fully assembled, and that looks absolutely spectacular. The sails were a bit of a stretch, pardon the pun, to assemble. I thought I was going to break them. I think pretty much everyone has said that, but yeah, the finished result is brilliant. Now you got these little weather vanes or something that sort of clip into holes there on towards the front, and I've had a little bit of a problem getting them to fit in properly, but I'll play around with that later. Aside from that, everything has gone pretty smoothly, and yeah, it really, really looks, the finished product looks fantastic. Here's a little bit of a look at the underside of the sails. You can see what's going on up there. Very nice. Love it. Alright, exterior panels removed. It's time for a look at the interior, starting with the cockpit. And yeah, really, 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 really nice. The detail, you can see the detail everywhere on the like sort of mechanical parts, even the inside of the cover of the cockpit. Have a look at that. Wow, they've gone all out on this. The only thing I would sort of complain about in regards to the cockpit is the stickers. Thankfully, you don't have to apply them yourself, but they look a little bit cheap. I would have thought they could maybe have done some sort of translucent plastic thing, or even translucent plastic with lights, electronics, something like that for a vehicle of this price. But yeah, like I said, a nitpick. It really does look great. Okay, just behind the cockpit we have the prison cell type thing, and yeah, once again, paint fantastic. Look at the way the floor has been painted there, really grimy, dirty, well used. That lived in Star Wars look. The actual bars on the cell have that sort of, you know, rusted metallic look. You got a prisoner who has expired inside the cell, and you get a couple of these chain shackle. Sorry, it's not a very good look. These chain shackle type things, which plug into holes at the back of the cell there. I haven't attempted to try and get them in yet. I can see that being a little bit difficult, but yeah, really, really nice. The next section along is a kitchen, and this has been done brilliantly actually. It's amazing. From the floor to the wood paneling on the cupboards, you've got a range hood over the stovetop, you've got sinks, animals hanging up on the rack on the background. Really, really, really cool. This is the second half of that sort of middle section of the sail barge. I don't know what you call it, but as you can see here, there's and I wasn't aware of this before actually acquiring the barge, that there's a little sort of smuggler section down in the floor, much like in the Millennium Falcon. You got these stairs that lead up to the hatches that open up on the top of the deck. You got some weapons hanging up on the background, and sort of on the back wall you've got I don't know, what are those, hydraulic lines or something running through. So again, just some fantastic detail which has been really well painted. And just quickly before I go on to the final section of the interior, I just want to speak about the side panels. These have been done absolutely brilliantly. Even on the inside of the panels, there's sort of wood grain and decent paint and all that sort of stuff. This middle section has the hatch that opens. You've got to be really careful when you open that. I thought it was going to break mine, and I think that's the one that the weakway comes out when Luke jumps on board and tries to attack him. And then this rear section has, on both sides, opening sort of windows as well. So that's a nice little additional play feature. And here is the final section of the interior of the sail barge, sort of Jabba's hangout, and really, really nice. Again, you've got a Gamorrean Guards sort of bronze head up on the wall, some sort of mural underneath that, a hut doing I don't know what. At the other end, we've got a bronze looking baby Rancor or something. You've got these panels with sort of, obviously plastic, but it looks like frosted glass with sculpted detail on that. The floor has changed down here in Jabba's hangout. It's sort of wood paneling, and that looks really, really cool. His couch, mattress, whatever you want to call that, some really nice detail on paint as well. And that slides a little bit, I'm not sure why, I don't know, just so you can create a bit of space, I guess, if you want. Yeah, really, really cool. The handrails got that really nice sort of coppery paint on them. He's got his megaphone. Awesome. Oh yeah, here's a quick look at the included Jabba figure. Now, like I said, I didn't have a 3.75 inch Jabba until now. Really, really nice. I believe this sculpt has been used before, but the paint is a little bit different. Looks great. It's got that sort of shiny, slimy paint on his mouth. The eyes look good. I've seen some pictures where the eyes are off and figures have come with 2 right arms and that sort of thing, but praise the gods, mine turned out alright. Alright, that's about it, guys. As you can see here, I've populated the barge with a few figures. Half of them weren't actually on the barge. Half of them are skiff guards and that sort of stuff, I know, but that's about all I've got. I really have to chase down a lot more of those figures that were Jabba's goons that were on the barge. I'll try and do that this year. And I've also got a skiff on order, so on pre-order. So when that comes out later in the year, can't wait to receive that and put that next to the barge. That'll look fantastic. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. This video is a little bit longer than I would have liked, but I couldn't help that. So much to talk about with this thing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave comments down below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And as always, may the Force be with you.